Donald Trump is keeping the world guessing about whether the United States will join Israel's bombardment of Iranian nuclear sites as the Israel-Iran conflict enters its 7th day. Speaking outside the White House, Trump declined to say if he had made any decision on whether to join Israel's campaign. In fact, to quote the US president, he said, "I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do." Trump in later remarks said Iranian officials wanted to come to Washington for a meeting and that we may do that, but he also added it's a little late for such talks. Meanwhile, you must note that the foreign ministers of Germany, France and Britain plan to hold nuclear talks with their Iranian counterpart just this week on Friday in Geneva, aimed at persuading Iran to firmly guarantee that it will use its nuclear program solely for civilian purposes. This is what Reuters is reporting. Listen in to the US president's reaction.
Will you strike the Iranian nuclear component? And what time exactly, sir? Sir, would you strike it? Would you please inform us so we can be there and watch? I mean, you don't know that I'm going to even do it. You don't know. I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. Iran's got a lot of trouble, and they want to negotiate. And I said, why didn't you negotiate with me before? All this death and destruction. Why didn't you negotiate? I said to the people, why didn't you negotiate with me 2 weeks ago? And at the end, last minute, they said, no, we're not going to do that. And they got hit. Remember 60 days? And then came the 60. 61 is going to become a very famous number. Really, nothing's too late.
Have the Iranians reached out to you?
Yes.
And what did you say?
I said, it's very late. You know? I said, it's very late.
For an expert's view on the matter, joining us, journalist and Middle East expert, Dr. James Dorsey. Dr. Dorsey, thank you so much for your time. Is it fair to say that Trump has doubts about the certainty of success? Could this be one of the reasons he's still questioning whether to get involved and move forward with a strike?
I think the major issue here is that Trump is keeping Iran guessing. His strategy, including the 60-day deadline, always was, I'm telling you what we're going to agree on, you agree to it, and if you don't agree to it, this is what's going to happen. We're now at the point where he has to decide whether this is going to happen or not. Keep in mind that he thinks he can go in, bust a bomb, nuclear facilities, go out, and that's where the war will stop. That is unlikely to be the case. Moreover, he has a divided base.
Yes.
Between those who believe that the United States should come to Israel's aid and should destroy the Iranian nuclear facilities, and those who think this is not America's war.
In fact, Dr. Dorsey, wouldn't any American involvement drag the US into a prolonged war in the Middle East? And if that happens, what major global impact are we looking at, especially in the short term?
It will drag it into a war. Whether that's a prolonged war or not, we will have to see.
Right.
Fact of the matter is that Iran, in military or in conventional military terms, is no match for either Israel or the United States. But Iran has other options, including asymmetric warfare, including attacks on U.S. military bases in third countries,
right,
which could risk then bringing those countries in.
Indeed.
So this is a very we're at a very dangerous moment, and the U.S. president could be taking a very risky decision.
In fact, I must also inform our viewers that in recent days, as Trump has been contemplating whether to join the war, his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, he has been in touch with Mr. Arakchi, so that channel of communication is not completely shut. But Dr. Dorsey, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.